Jason Whitlock. I said that name. It's not a name I've uttered. I normally don't do that, but it's necessary to do now. I've had enough of that fat bastard. That piece of shit. And I want to make sure that before I go to break, I want anyone out there who watches me, anyone out there who knows me, anyone out there, no matter what you think of me, I want you to remember, I never talk about him. I never talk about my colleagues. I don't do that. This is a first. But it's necessary. And when I say don't talk about them, I don't mean don't talk about them literally. I don't get in on them like I'm about to do now. I literally called my pastor and asked for his forgiveness and understanding in advance because he's not going to recognize the person he's about to hear. I did the same when I emailed the bosses at ESPN. This is my podcast. I own and operate this. I do what I want on this podcast. But it doesn't mean that I still don't harbor a responsibility to at least give my daytime employers a heads up as to what I'm about to do. My sisters, my nieces and nephews, my boys in the industry, everybody that I could reach out to in time has been warned. It's time for me to address this. I'm only going to do it once. Because this bastard is worth less than a damn cockroach. He wanted my attention. He's got it.
I don't know what's going on. But goddamn, bro, we got some journalist beef. Let's get it. Real quick, make sure y'all pull up the shop, StevieKnight.com, man. Anytime you see me rocking some drip, go to the website, browse for what you like, click it, click the color, click the size, check out, type in promo code do work and get you an additional 20% off. All right, now let's get it. Yeah, I'm trying to get ahead of this, bro, because it looked like Stephen A about to get in Jason Whitlock. It looked like, I'm trying not to cuss. It looked like Stephen A is about to give Jason Whitlock the business, bro. But I don't know where all this drama stems from, man. So I found a video that looks like it's summing up what has taken place up until this point. It's from YouTube channel Clasher Sports. And it says Stephen A. Smith calls Jason Whitlock a fat bastard on First Take after allegations about his memoir. So I'm just here for the tea, man. I am just here for the tea.
Okay, so I'm not sure if many of you know, but Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock over the past 6 months have been trading barbs at one another. This all stemmed from the Max Kellerman exodus from First Take when Stephen A. went on tour talking about how he didn't want to work with Max, leading to several media pundits to criticize Stephen A. One being Jason Whitlock, who has never hidden his disdain for Stephen A. Whitlock, whenever given the chance, has taken shot after shot at his former ESPN colleague, but this time it appears he may have gone a little too far, getting Stephen A. to break character on a First Take and respond.
Got him emotional.
In the last couple of days, Jason has gone after Smith, claiming that he's an industry plant and questioned the authenticity of his memoir. These attacks occurred after Shannon Sharpe's interview with Cat Williams, where he exposed Hollywood in the industry, and it appears Jason found some similarities with all the people Cat mentioned and Stephen A. Smith. Anyways, I'm going to play you a clip of what Jason Whitlock said.
Hold on, bro. Cat Williams got everybody in they expose you bag now, bro. They seen how that went viral, how Cat broke the internet, bro. Jason said, all right, my turn. He called Stephen A. whole industry plant. All right, let's get into this.
It'd be important for you to know what the basis of attacks against him were.
Let me find out.
Because I'm listening to this going, oh my God. Does Cat Williams know who he's talking to in Shannon Sharpe and what he represents? Because when he talks about that cabal, that Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley and all these guys, you know who's in that cabal in the sports media world? Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a part of that cabal. And so Stephen A. Smith wrote or had someone write, because Stephen A. Smith can't write, had someone write a memoir, Straight Shooter. And he shouldn't have done that because I've read it. If you go look at Stephen A. Smith's narrative, many people, including myself, that know Stephen A. Smith's narrative is like, this makes no sense. This dude could barely write. Had editors at the Philadelphia Inquirer that had to rewrite everything. Stephen A. Smith, if you go read his memoir and listen to the stories he tells about getting a basketball scholarship to Winston-Salem State, it's so mind-blowingly preposterous and stupid and fabricated. Somehow sits out a year and goes and plays in one scrimmage game, and he gives a date of the scrimmage game. It's like it's in the middle of their season.
This is funny as fuck.
Smith up for a scrimmage at the end of their season, around NCAA or conference tournament time. They bring him up, and he participates in the scrimmage and makes 17 straight shots, and they give him a full-ride basketball scholarship at a school that struggles to give out full-ride scholarships to more than 3 or 4 players on the team. Stephen A. Smith got one for making 17 straight shots in a scrimmage at the end of someone's regular season when he drove up from New York. Stephen A. Smith's on camera talking to Molly Karam and Jalen Rose and J.J. Redick, and they put up a stat, and we can play the video.
Before we dig into the NBA, take a look at this blind resume.
1991, that's
Their
Stephen A.
scoring average in each person's final college season. Do we have any guesses who this might be? Jalen, who do you think? What is this?
Nah, this is hilarious. JJ's on the right.
It's our starting lineup from tonight.
Well, they're not
dropped your dime
what
off.
they're not telling is I only played one game because I cracked my kneecap in half, but that's neither here nor there.
That is neither
Go ahead.
here nor there. Let's.
Everybody's kind of giggling at Stephen A. in comparison to J.J. Redick and Jalen Rose. And Stephen A. says on camera, well, what they don't tell you is, I only average 1 point a game because, or I only average that little a game because I only played in one game that year because I blew up my knee. Someone must have figured out later, like, Stephen A., we got you up here saying you average 1.5 points a game your senior year. You just said on camera you only played in one game your senior year because you blew out your knee. You can't average 1.5 points if you only played one game. Can't be done.
Bruh. Hey, Cuz making a compelling argument, ain't he? Cuz making a compelling argument, bro. Like, hey, I care. Right. It's just that the messenger got me fucked up because I've never fucked with Jason Whitlock, dog. I've never fucked with him, bro. Like, he's always gotten on my damn nerves. A lot of fucking takes. I've agreed with him sometimes, but he get on my damn nerves. But so like to hear him say this about Stephen A. Not with Stephen A. Like I'm biased. But objectively looking at this shit, bro, it is a very compelling argument, bro. We gonna need answers, Stephen A. That's facts, bro. You can't average 1.5 points a game when you only play in one game. You can't score 1.5 points in one game, bro. Woo, this is interesting.
But it cannot be done.
Facts.
So what he did, there's another video of Stephen A. Now, Stephen A., you got time to scrub it from the internet if you'd like. Where it's like 3 or 4 months later, Stephen A. figured out, like, oh God, I screwed up. And so he went on the Stephen A. Smith podcast and said, he played the clip of them doing that. And then he said, it's all a lie. It was all a lie. I didn't play a damn game because I blew out my knee.
It's a lie. How about 0? Because I never played. Because I cracked my kneecap in half.
It's not important enough for me to try to research it and figure out where that 1.5 came from and try to vet this 0, dog. But it's very interesting to say the least, dog. I'm interested to see how all this plays out about everybody getting exposed and whatnot. I mean, it's funny. But I don't imagine any of these people getting exposed is going to influence their careers at all, right? Stephen A. can be looked at as a whole fraud, but I don't think he'll ever be looked at as a whole fraud, bro, because he's been doing what he's been doing for so long and he's in a lot of people's hearts, right? So, like, and he's still entertaining. It's funny though, bro. That's funny, dog. Man, I don't fuck with Stephen A. that goddamn much, bro, but I fuck with him enough to like. I still like to listen to him talk or whatever. And if I found out he's a whole fraud, I mean, it ain't gonna get matter to me. It's gonna be funny and entertaining, bro. But for y'all, like for the Kevin Harts and the Steve Harveys and the Cedric the Entertainers and the Tiffany Haddishes and all that, man, like if y'all support them and now your perspective has changed in regards to them and how they got on, does that affect you supporting them at all? Or you still gonna support them the same? Like, I'm curious about all that. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're a fraud, I don't think that's gonna prevent people from making money. Right. Gunna, he a whole snitch out here, and his damn album went #1. Like, it's funny, but people don't give a damn at the end of the day. Like, my main takeaway from this is that Cat Williams got people juiced up. So I'm ready to see what Stephen A got to say. And speaking of that, I'm going off on a tangent right now a little bit, man. But speaking of that, that's how I know. That just more than confirms that Cat Williams has been telling the absolute truth about everything and everybody, bro. There is no cap in his stories. You know what I'm saying? Because the way Stephen A is going about this, he about to get in Jason Whitlock ass, bro. What you mean you questioning my integrity, my character, and all that, bro? And you see, made that damn Twitter post, look, this fat bastard lying on my motherfucking name. That's the type of energy I would expect from your average person when someone is calling out Cap and, you know, how you got on. Like, i.e. Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, said all them, bro. But then you see Kevin, you know, take that anger out your heart, man. You know, I don't, what'd he say? I'm not a clown in the circus or whatever the fuck he said.
I said it, and this sums it up well. Like, you don't entertain the circus, you watch it. Right? And when a lion comes out and rides the bike, you don't think about it too hard. You just go, okay, that's crazy. The lion's riding the bike. And then you go home and enjoy the rest of your day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that just confirms more to me that, bro, Cat Williams telling the truth on y'all motherfuckers, bro. Anyway, let's continue.
One other thing, there are people out there lying and actually putting out there that I didn't write my book. I can assure you, so help me God. I wrote my book. It's my memoir. It's my life story. I wasn't leaving that in the hands of
would you
others.
ignore people? You
that.
wrote for a living. You were a columnist for many years. Don't even.
No.
That is the absolute worst advice, man. Hell no. Jason Whitlock got a platform. They are competitors within the same sports commentating, and they hostile towards each other, bro. And Stephen A like, hell no, I'm not about to have this fat bastard know my name like that. You know what I mean? No, we're not. You know, we not just gonna let people talk and not acknowledge them. No, bro, you need to be held accountable to that bullshit coming out your mouth. I can't wait to see this Stephen A interview, bro.
I'm just saying, you just.
Yeah, you're better than that. Let's go.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
There are people in the media, fat bastards, specific, who are completely irrelevant and are starving for attention because all they have left is clicks because their credibility has been shredded everywhere else. And those people are dealt with another day. But outside of that, I want to make sure that people out there who have their podcasts and have their platforms and all of this other stuff, if you're credible enough and I choose to care enough, I will respond off of anything that I have to say. All I ask is that if you're going to come at me,
come correct.
At least quote me accurately and contextualize accurately.
Talk that shit. Yeah. Stephen A's response coming up, man. If you're rocking with the channel, please consider subscribing. You know what I mean? Like the video, get the algorithm moving for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Drama, bro. Let's get it.